Guys, welcome back to Your Wine Girl. So we are continuing my can wine series, the Can You Dig It can wine series, a farewell to summer. Because summer is ending, but we are going to have one last hurrah by celebrating with canned wines, because people are still going to have their boat parties, still going to have lake parties, still going to have just occasions where you're going to be outside, and canned wine is definitely becoming a staple now for occasions like that. So, last time I did a Riesling Radler by Underwood, which is out of Oregon, and this time I'm going to switch it up because there are so many canned wines out there, guys. There's so many. It's awesome, but overwhelming sometimes. So I'm trying to go and pick ones that are more where you are very familiar with the brands or you've seen it, just so you are more available to pick these out at your store or wherever you shop for wine. So today we are doing the Porch Pounder. So here, there we go. All right, so this is the Porch Pounder. This is a there we go. Doing backwards is kind of fun. So this is Porch Pounder. This is a red wine. This is from Paso Robles, so it's California. They make a lot of different varietals. I believe I saw a Chardonnay, a Rosé Bubbles, red wine. So what I wanted to do is try the red wine since I did kind of a white wine last time. So this is 375 milliliters, which that means that it is a split, kind of technically a split. Which means that it is half of a regular size wine bottle, which is 750 milliliters. So you're getting about half a bottle of wine in this, which is about maybe 2 glasses, depending on your standard size glass pour. So we're talking 2 glasses, maybe 2.5, maybe even stretching it to 3. So that's what we're looking at. This is about $6.99 for the 1 can, but they do sell them in 4-packs as well, which is about, I think they're about $24. I found it at Central Market. I've also seen it at some other grocery stores. It's also available online. So I'm really excited about this. So these guys advertise as, you can drink it because you can. I love the little pun. And you can take it anywhere. So they are saying they're sustainable, so it's 100% recyclable, it's convenient. You don't need your corkscrew, obviously. You don't need a cup. But today, on this review, I'm actually going to change it up. So if you guys have seen my other review on canned wines from earlier, I did the Infinite Monkey Theorem and Te Amo Rosé in cans, and I tried it 3 different ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it again 3 different ways, because some people have not seen those videos yet. So what I want to do is I'm going to try it first out of the can, and then I'm going to try it with a straw. Because sometimes I like to drink them from a straw. I know. But if you guys have seen Sofia Coppola, she has some canned rosé, sparkling rosé, that is in little pink cans, and they come with little pink straws, and it's really convenient, really cute, and so sometimes people like to drink from a straw. And it's just sometimes it's more fun. You're not always doing it like by the right thing, but so sometimes you want to do the straw. And then I'm going to try it from my glass. So 3 different ways. We're going to see how it tastes on 3 different ways. So on the Porch Pounder, we're going to try it first from the can. Now, if you see my can, it looks pretty clean. I will have to say, with a lot of canned products, I was raised to where you rinse off the top, just because you don't know where it's been, you don't know if it's dirty, and sometimes you can get stuff from the top of cans. So the first time I picked one up, it was pretty dusty. So I picked up the other one, and I'm like, that's not so bad, but we're still rinsing it off. So guys, if you're going to be drinking it straight from the can, take a look at it first before you indulge, just to be safe. You don't know, and it could influence the taste of your wine as well. So just a reminder, look at the top of your can. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so from the can, you get a nice, jammy, a lot of fruit forward smell. I'm loving this. Lots of berry. It smells lots of blackberry and cherry getting right on the nose. Now, it is in a can, so it's not opening up quite as much, but I mean, from just opening, we're getting a lot. Okay, I'm gonna say straight from the can, it's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight red wine, meaning that it tastes like I just opened it. There's not a lot of air that's circulated with it. I think it's gonna taste better once I pour it into an actual glass, but I could be wrong. We're gonna try it with the straw here in a little bit. I'm going to take one more time from the can just to see. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I get more alcohol really than anything, like all the way through. Get a little bit of cherry, but I'm like, it just tastes like it's okay. So next we're gonna do a straw. Okay. Next we're gonna get my straw. So, got the straw. So this is, it's a lot of times, when girls are like, partying, or if you just don't want to touch the can, or if you don't have a cup, then you could use a straw. Surprisingly tastes slightly different. Still a little tight. Maybe if we stir the can. I can't really stir the can. Let's see. Yeah, it's still just kind of, well, now it tastes a little bit, I'm getting more of like the tannin kind of structure in it. Getting a little bit more dryness on the back of the throat. Yeah, definitely get a little bit of that tannin structure now. Maybe because it's been open for a little bit, we're getting that. I mean, cherries there. It's okay. I mean, I could drink this like this. It's so far it's all right, Okay. Pardon me. Now we're gonna pour some out into the glass. Alright, yes, so this is what it's looking like inside. Alright, we're going to stir it a little bit. So, once again, it's canned wine, so if you do have access, to a glass, usually I like stuff poured out into a glass, but, if it's summer, we're celebrating, we're not always close to cups, we're not always close to straws even, so this is why we're trying it 3 different ways. Let's see if it tastes any different. So here we go, guys. Look at the color. It's a beautiful color. Nice dark wine. Like that's kind of like this red cherry color to it. Nice clear rim. Let's smell it. It smells about the same as when we first opened up the can. Okay, so it tastes I think it tastes better poured into a glass. Yeah, it's not as tight. It's definitely got more taste to it. A little bit smoother. See, I think this is kind of, it tastes to me like, this could be like a house wine right here. So if, honestly, I wouldn't have probably known that it would have been poured from a can if I was being served this, like, you know, at a restaurant or somewhere. I mean, it tastes like a really good, like, house wine to me. I love house wines, honestly. They're usually inexpensive and, you know, they're delicious for what they are. And I think this definitely kind of pinpoints that. So I like it more from, I really like it more from the glass. Yeah, I really like that. It opens up more, definitely from the glass. It's got nice cherry notes to it. It's just really smooth. Very smooth compared to drinking it straight out of the can and from the straw. So if you are able to pour a canned wine out, you will definitely taste a difference. This one's a kind of a, it's a good difference to where you're like, okay, this is what it's supposed to taste like. But in the can, it's still really good. I think it would probably taste a little bit better once we've like opened it, the air is kind of circulated with it. So actually here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to trying it straight from the can and see if it tastes any different. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I recommend, guys. If you don't have access to pouring it out, you just get the can, open it up, take a sip, try it, see how you like it. And if you are able to come back to it, depending on if you've drinking it, pounded it or not, come back to it after like, say, 5 minutes with the air, the oxygen kind of opening it up with this little hole. Try it again, because it does make a difference. It tastes a lot smoother. It almost tastes like when we just poured it out into the glass. It's pretty darn close. So I like it a lot more. And that's something new that we learned, that is, it's going to be better if you just kind of leave it open a little bit and let it circulate, especially since it is a red wine. It'll kind of really open it up. Alright guys, so this is once again the Porch Pounder. This is the red wine from Paso Robles area, California. Around $6.99 if you find it for a single, or about $24 or so in a 4-pack. And this is equal to about 2 glasses of wine, guys, so about half a bottle worth. So it's a pretty good deal, you know, because a lot of these cans, you don't find in this size. They're becoming more and more popular, but most of the cans you'll find are going to be like maybe half of this, or maybe 200 milliliters. So $3.75 is pretty darn good, especially for like $6. That's awesome. So check it out, guys. Remember, if you have access to it, pour it out. But if you don't, since we are doing canned wines, just let it breathe for a little bit. You'll taste the difference. It's going to be a little bit more fun to enjoy. So thank you guys so much for joining me on our canned wine series. We'll do it again next. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to do a different varietal next time, and a different winery, different wine label. So I wanted to give you guys like kind of a full circle on canned wine, because there are so many out there. So please stay tuned for the next can on canned wine series, and thank you so much for joining me, guys. Cheers.